Welcome back to Pixel Perfect Marathon 2 as we're about to enter a spooky horror block. Mwahahaha. Except with starting with Casper's Scare School, which might not really be the right thing for a horror block. Anyway, here's Garlips to explain more about this weird, wacky, spooky game. Take it away!
Thank you so much. And yes, this is a horror game. This is straight up 100%. Welcome everybody, my name is Garlips. I'm a horror streamer, I'm a speedrunner, I do weird challenges and stuff. And today I'm going to be speedrunning for you Casper Scare School. This is based on the animated children's show of the mid to late noughties. I never have watched an episode, I never will watch an episode, but because of a fellow stream team member, Tainted Tali, shoutouts to Tali, I now have to run this game for the rest of my life. So, without further ado, I will count us down and get us beginning here. But all you need to really remember is that Casper needs to go very, very, very fast. That's what Scare School is all about. Okay, so I'm going to get this ready. I'm going to count us down. So time will begin in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. So, this is level 1. Welcome to Casper Scare School. We are not actually at school yet. We are at home. But the first thing that we need to do, for some strange reason, is we need to collect 30 different pieces of bric-a-brac. Don't know why, but we're going to do it as fast as we possibly can. Oh, by the way, I see that we have Viper Races in the chat. Viper also runs this this speed game. I think Tali's responsible in that case too. Tali's just kind of like spread this around the speedrunning community. Now we all do it. Whoops, missed that. So, Casper controls really strangely. Let me just kind of explain to you. He doesn't run very, he's running very quickly around the place and he gets stuck on everything, the furniture, the doorways. For someone who's made of, nothing and can float through things, he tends to get very physically stuck, just like I am right there. And doorways like that as well, which is always good. Yikes, we are getting stuck a lot today, but that's okay. It's gonna be fine, it's gonna be fine. Yeah, I'm still stuck. There we go. Right. My practice run was much better than this, but don't worry, we're going to pick it up. Here we go. Right, that's the first wing of the house done. We're now moving over to the side. Just kind of like a Ghost reference when you think about it. We're going to be picking up loads of bric-a-brac, little pots, little pantaloons, and also paintings, objects of art. It's a real treasure trove. I'm not sure why Casper needs them for school. Maybe there's some kind of deep lore in the animated show that I'm missing. Maybe you need all of these things before you can learn about stuff in school. I'm not sure. School has changed since I was there. There's the grand piano. Piano is good. It means that we're almost done with this level. Just a few more bits and pieces to grab. There's the Mona Lisa. Yeah, maybe they are for show and tell. I mean, it's a lot of show and tell. Maybe he missed the whole the whole curriculum, the whole year of school, and he's got to do 50 or 60 show and tells at once or something. I'm not quite sure. Anyway, that's all of the pieces on this side. We've just got a little bathroom to go into and then under the stairs, and that's level 1 done. Level 1 I would say is probably, well, maybe arguably one of the longer levels. Level 2 is very short. Anyway, we're on to level 2. By the way, if you ever want to run Casper Scare School, you can finish it 15 minutes. So, it's a hardship, it's an ordeal, but don't worry, it's over shortly. However, there are minute-long loading screens between every single level, like this one. I even had a friend look into making an auto splitter for the emulator, and it just he said no data is loading. It's just it's scripted to last for a minute. Anyway, this is level 2. Everyone gets a little bit shocked by level 2 when they first see it because, I mean, there's a lot going on. We are riding the pirate ship bus to pick up all of the children for Scare School. It's the Flying Dutchman, I guess? I think, maybe? Again, never going to watch an episode of Scare School, so don't worry about that. And it this level makes the PS2 chug. Significantly chug. Yeah, we're just riding the flying bus to school. Like everybody does every day. This is perfectly normal. Right, that was actually a fairly good level. Oh, I had to say something. That was almost a really good level 2. There we are. It's done. It's over. It does make Crazy Taxi look like absolute garbage. I mean, who needs 10 crazy minutes? I just need one. But we're now moving on to Scare School itself. We've now arrived at Scare School. Before we can go into Scare School, though, we need to have a 3-lap race around the grounds. All I can really tell about Scare School is that you need to race the rest of the students. That seems to be what every lesson is about. I guess, well, they're all kind of like immortal beings, right? Maybe they've run through the syllabus 100 times. They're like Edward Cullen. They've graduated so much. All that's left is the thrill of racing. I'm not sure. Anyway, we're about to find some very bouncy lava, by the way. Although, actually, we shouldn't hit it because the platforms are up. You can actually just bounce off of this lava, and you will still just head to where you want to go. You can't really die as Casper, but that's because he's a ghost, I guess. Hey, you got to get the jokes in. Right, so that's lap 1, on to lap 2. The next race is also around the grounds of Casper Scare School, but it also goes inside the building, where everything, of course, is much more cramped, and therefore there are far many more opportunities to get stuck on things like doorways and furniture. I think, actually, it's in the spirit, of racing, that Casper has decided to become corporeal. He's decided to take a physical form. Because otherwise he could just win the race by like floating through everything, which I guess is kind of boring. Maybe he did that for the first 1,000 years of Scare School, but now he's decided to take things seriously. Again, don't know the law. I've got some regulars in the chat. Welcome in, yeah. You keep turning up for Casper Scare School, I'm going to keep running it. Like I was saying, oh, wow, that was a bit weird. The door looked to be solid, but we got through it anyway. Weird. All of these things are moving on cycles, and there's no real, like, guaranteed or easy way to make the cycles line up. You just kind of deal with... Oh, and also sometimes the students get stuck like that. Mr. My Internet, they're saying that the exorbitant fees at Casper Scare School are why everyone's racing. I see. To avoid tuition fees. I feel it. I still have tuition fees. So does Casper. He's going to try and outrun them. Anyway, this is level 4. So this is the one where we run through the inside of the building, and therefore there is a lot more opportunities to get stuck. You'll see. But we are going to take the mickey a little bit, because everyone else is going to stop for this wall that's solid, but we're just going to jump past it. Get a little bit of a head start. I think to lose the races in Casper Scare School against the computer is very difficult. You would have to try hard to do it. Oh, we've got a good line there. That was... Oh, and then there's the doorway. Once you start speedrunning this game, you will never actually, like, lose at Casper Scare School. The only person you're really racing is yourself. Which I guess is kind of like a speedrunning ethos, isn't it? They threaten Casper with a Hoover. Oh, don't, mate. I used to love the Casper movie growing up, and but I was also a really big Ghostbusters fan, and so there's quite a funny joke at the start of the original Casper where Dan Aykroyd comes in and he says, "Oh no, this is too scary," and he runs away. And I was always like, Wait, it's not Peter Venkman, is it? What's Dan Aykroyd's character? Wow, I'm showing how good a Ghostbuster fan I am now. Jeez, it's gone completely out of my head because my head is consumed with Casper. Anyway, my point is, I saw him and I was like, no! The Ghostbusters took on Vigo! The Ghostbusters took on, Zool! Why does Stinky, Fatty, and whatever his name is, the 3 uncles, scare him so much he has to run away? Race Dance, that's it, of course. See, I can remember Vigo's name, but I can't remember the Ghostbusters. Oh well. Anyway, I was always upset by that as a child. I was like, you saved New York twice with an NES, an NES controller and the Statue of Liberty. Lock up your ideas. Right. Oh, we're going to get through on that cycle? Yes. Wonderful. And the wall disappears for us as well. Perfect. You may have noticed, by the way, the upbeat contemporary rock music has given way to a sleepy acoustic ballad. Yes, as the race continues and, people jostle for position, we turn to the sleepy acoustic music to guide us through the rest of this high-octane thrill ride race that we're doing here. I think the music directors of this game made 3 tracks and decided to call it a day. That was Lunch. The programmers as well were like, 6 levels? That's quite a lot of levels. Is that Lunch? I think it's Lunch. And you do... For some reason, the little kids get stuck there. I'm not sure. The AI pathing is not very good. You will definitely overtake people. This was absolutely made in a day. You're absolutely right, Viper. And like I said, it was an early lunch day. For anyone who doesn't know, this game was published by a company called Blast Entertainment. Blast! Entertainment. Who made a number of really kind of like quite rubbish PS2 games. Shovelware, some Wii games too. I've played a lot of Blast games. For some reason, they captivate me. I think it's because after I watched Tali play this game, and I picked it up myself, I then decided I would play some other Blast games. And yeah, see, Mr. Bean, there are many. There's Lassie. They made a Thunderbirds game, a Wacky Races game. And once I played Scare School, I decided to go and raid the Blast treasure trove. And quite a lot of the games that I run now are Blast published games. So again, I have Tali to thank for everything. And if you ever want to run any of those games, any of the games that I run, please do reach out, because those are some lonely leaderboards. At least all of them now have at least 2 people on them, which I'm very thankful for. And shout outs to Mr. Matt Internet, who's in the chat, for joining me on the Thunderbirds board, the Wacky Races Mad Motors board. Yes, Thunderbirds especially I'm proud of, because I put some time and effort into Thunderbirds. Unlike Blast Publishing, who don't put time and effort into anything. But that was Hurdles. Hurdles is a mind game. You've got to make sure you don't slip up. If you slip up even once or twice, everyone will catch you up and overtake you. But now we're on to the last level. This is the last level. Don't worry, I will count down time as we get to it. We have to race against the villainous figure of Casper Scare School called Thatch, I believe his name is. And we have to save some kids and also race him across the town for reasons unknown. I don't know. But woe betide you if you miss a gate or hit a taxi, so we need to be very careful here. Also, the game will probably chug again, because it's this map that for some reason causes the game some issues. Don't worry, we're going to beat Thatch, though, easily. You always, overtake him eventually. You've got a faster running speed than him. Oh, wow, the chug is strong today. Anyway, this is the first kid. You've got to make sure you bump into them, otherwise you will have issues. I'm not even looking at the craziness behind me. I'm just going to stay focused on my goal. Exactly, Draven. If you put in the effort, you've officially done more than Blast Publishing or the people who made their games ever put in. Ever. There's the second kid. Make sure you definitely got to bump into the children. It's important. Yeah. If you ever feel like picking one of these up, please do reach out to me, because I can tell you exactly what you need to do to become the best, like no one ever was. There's the third one. Okay, good. This is good. Oh, by the way, I currently hold the fastest time in the world for this game. So I am a world record holder when it comes to this game. Although I hold the emulator board, because the board got split in half between emulator and actual hardware. Okay, time is coming up. Time will be here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and time. That's time. And I would be interested in hearing what the time is, because I probably haven't beaten my PB, but it's probably serviceable.
You will have a time, good sir, of 13 minutes and 2 seconds.
That's about half a minute of PB, somewhere around there. That's fine. I'll take that.
Is it safe to open my eyes yet? The ghost's gone?
Yes, they're gone now. I've returned to main menu. You're safe.
Oh, phew. Absolutely fantastic, hilariously silly run. and very, very enjoyable. Well done. Where can the people find you, and have you got any shout outs or anything like that?
Oh, thank you. Yes, so of course, thank you for having me at the event. My name is Garlips. You can find all various levels of nonsense that I put onto the internet by just searching Garlips. You'll find me. I'm a member of the stream team, The Clock Tower, so shout outs to them. You can always check all of those people out there. They're lovely people. We run stuff like this. We've got a lot of runners amongst us, but we also play horror games like predominantly as well. So if you're ever into that kind of stuff, just reach out and say hello. Also, a quick shout out to a group I'm a part of called the Wheel of Struggle. If you ever want to get into playing like a group challenge every week where you play a hard game, just Google the Wheel of Struggle. You'll find some really cool people. But that's me done, and thank you again for having me. You are more than welcome. Thank you very much for giving us your time and starting off our horror block for the evening. Don't go anywhere because we have got another. We've got an actual horror game. Not throwing shade at Casper or anything, but we have got an actual. As much shade as you want. We have got Siren, or also referred to as a Forbidden Siren, coming up next, run by Casual Speedrun. So come on out from behind the sofa, go get yourself a drink, and then maybe resume your position behind the sofa after this short intermission. See you all in a few minutes.